Hello, hi everyone. My name is Devin Kanaz. I'm the publisher of Travelweek. At Travelweek, we are very dedicated to getting you the information you need so you can sell amazing holidays to your very satisfied clients. Today, we have a very exciting webinar on Atlantic City. And before I introduce our guest, Judi, I just want to go over some quick housekeeping. First of all, yay. Atlantic City has provided a quite generous prize. So there's going to be a 2-night stay, a $50 meal credit, 2 tickets to a show, and a swag bag, courtesy of Resorts Casino Hotel. So to win the prize, you have to stay until the end. So please stay tuned. And also, we're gonna get to all the questions at the end. So there's a Q&A box. So type your questions into the Q&A box, and then I'm gonna get to them at the end. So I would like to introduce Judi. She is the marketing manager for Canada. Hi, Judi. How are you?
I am great, Devin. How are you?
I'm great. It's a
Good,
beautiful
good.
sunny day, so I have a
Yes,
smile.
makes a difference. Well, I'm excited to be here today. Thanks so much for having me. And as Devin said, we have a great prize, so please stay on through the whole webinar. And I want to say not only the 2-night stay and the things that Devin mentioned that go with it, but I have Resorts Casino Hotel swag bag, and it's my favorite bag that I own. So I hope if you're the winner, you get the same bag that I have. I know we really appreciate your time today and your interest in Atlantic City, and I'm mindful of time, so let's get started, and we'll work our way through Atlantic City. So, as the saying goes, location. Atlantic City is just 2 hours from New York City and 1 hour from Philadelphia. So that makes Philadelphia the best flight gateway from Canada. Also, we're just 3.5 hour drive from Washington, D.C. So if your clients are considering a multi-stay itinerary, it fits in well. If you're driving from Canada or joining a motor coach tour, the time from Toronto is approximately 10 hours and 8 hours from Montreal. Atlantic City is centrally located on the East Coast, and as just mentioned, we offer easy access by car. Train is also an option for Atlantic City. We are the home to America's first boardwalk, and it was originally constructed in 1870 and actually built to keep the sand out of hotel lobbies. Today, it offers 5 miles of enjoyment, and you can, of course, walk the boardwalk. But we also have trams and rickshaws, and we even have posted bicycle hours for the boardwalk. So lots of great ways to explore the iconic boardwalk in Atlantic City. We have 7 miles of fabulous free white sand beaches. And I mention the word free because some beaches do charge for access, but Atlantic City, we do not. We're also a golfer's paradise with 13 area golf courses. And Atlantic City has over 17,000 hotel rooms from brands which we will review later in this presentation. We're home to 9 world-class casinos. Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast. Boardwalk Hall is one of the attractions in town, and it was built in 1929 and offers a 13,000-seat arena, which hosts world-class sporting events and headline concerts. Past performances include Lady Gaga, Jennifer Lopez, and our very own Celine Dion, just to name a few. And a recent lobby renovation here includes the addition of the Atlantic City Experience. So it's a great interactive timeline highlighting the key dates of the city's rich past. Also featured here is the world's largest instrument and the oldest working pipe organ with over 33,000 pipes. We do offer free 30-minute concerts and tours from May to September. Moving on to our lighthouse, which was designed by a Civil War general and dates back to 1857. With 228 steps, it is the tallest in New Jersey and offers great views of the skyline and the Back Bay area. Steel Pier is one of the most historic and iconic landmarks in Atlantic City, featuring rides including a custom carousel that depicts from the city's history. We also have an observation wheel, which I'll give you some of the stats on that in a minute. Games and many food options are also available, making this a fun experience for people of all ages. Typically open weekends in the spring and fall, and we're open daily June through August. Very exciting news for us. I don't have a picture up, but that we've recently reopened the newly renovated Atlantic City Aquarium. It's located in Gardner's Basin, and the aquarium showcases more than 100 species, including Gorman, who is our 225-pound loggerhead steel turtle, or sea turtle, sorry. Plus we have diamondback turtles, southern and cow nose rays, seahorses, and much more for people to experience and enjoy at the aquarium. Speaking of the historic Gardner's Basin, which is nestled on a protected channel along the Back Bay, this area also includes Atlantic City cruises, tiki boat cruises, boating and fishing opportunities, as well as parasailing and dolphin and wildlife watching. Eateries in this area offer some of the greatest seafood. I think a surprise for many is the fact that Atlantic City has over 20 wineries and breweries. And we have a historic winery. It's called the Renault Winery. It dates back 150 years. It is one of the only wineries in the United States allowed to use the word champagne, as our grapes originally came from the Champagne region in France. A definite favorite here is the blueberry champagne. Also located at Renault Winery is a golf course, a 55-plus room hotel, and a brand new spa. So a really interesting part of Atlantic City, just outside of town. Of course, all of our wineries offer tastings and tours, and we hope that people will experience those when they visit Atlantic City. In addition, we have foodie tours, and of course, the Anthony Bourdain Food Trail touches into Atlantic City. Another highlight, we have a distillery called the Little Water Distillery, and I just love their names of their products. So they've got Liberty Rum, Prosperity Rum, White Cap Whiskey, 48 Block Vodka, and Rusted Revolver Gin. So very creative. Other great options include Tennessee Ave, the Orange Loop, and if Tennessee Ave sounds familiar to you, a little trivia question on Atlantic City. The board game Monopoly is actually based on the streets of Atlantic City. So Tennessee Ave will be familiar for you people who have played Monopoly many times. And the Orange Loop is that section of the board. So what we've done is we've taken this 3 beach block area and added one-of-a-kind restaurants, bars, live music, coffee spots, yoga, and much more. There's also the new North Beach Mini Golf and Lucky Snake Arcade and Raceway at Showboat Atlantic City. So that raceway is actually indoor go-karts, which are a lot of fun. Another great addition to Atlantic City and the boardwalk is the all-new Island Water Park, which is also at Showboat, same location where I just mentioned the new arcade and indoor go-karts. So this is the largest beachfront indoor water park in the United States, and it also includes an outdoor area. The space offers a retractable awning so we can make the most of the great Atlantic City weather. With 11 thrilling water slides, 4 restaurants, and 3 bars, we also have an adult-only area, so this is sure to be a favorite for visitors. I mentioned earlier the observation wheel, and it's the 3rd largest in the United States. It stands at 227 feet. And I just wanted to share some fun facts on the wheel. It opened in 2017. It features 40 temperature-controlled gondolas. Each revolution is 3 minutes, and the ride is 5 revolutions. So my simple math tells me that you'll be on the wheel for 15 minutes. Capacity is 240 passengers. And there's an amazing light package. So there's actually 13,000 lights on the wheel. So it's so much fun to see it at nighttime. And I was actually recently speaking with a couple in the Toronto area, and they got engaged on the wheel. So that's kind of fun. Atlantic City offers many food options, including local favorites like Doc's Oyster Bar, Carmine's Family Style Italian, which if you're going there, please be ready for lots of leftovers. Other highlights include Gilcrest and the Back Bay Ale House. And we also have White House, which is a sub shop that opened in 1946 and offers subs on one-of-a-kind Atlantic City Italian bread. And of course, we have our fabulous celebrity chef restaurants, including Guy Fieri's Chop House at Bally's and Chicken Guy at both Harrah's, Atlantic City, and Resorts Hotel and Casino. Bobby Flay has Bobby's Burgers at Harrah's, and Jolene by Michael Simon is at Borgata. And Gordon Ramsay has multiple locations with Hell's Kitchen at Caesars, Gordon Ramsay's Pub and Grill at Caesars, and then Steak at Harrah's Atlantic City. And I can't move on without saying, if you're going to one of these restaurants or you're recommending to your clients, be sure to save room for dessert at the Gordon Ramsay outlets. They have sticky toffee pudding that is amazing. So you have to try it for sure. And recently added in Atlantic City is Nobu at Caesars. When it comes to shopping, we offer Tanger Outlets Atlantic City with over 100 retail stores, including brands that you'll recognize: Nike, Michael Kors, Coach, Kate Spade, and much more. The area is actually anchored by a Bass Pro Shops. And good news, New Jersey offers tax-free shopping on clothing and shoes, so you can enjoy the outlet mall in Atlantic City and recognize those savings. Canadian visitors also receive a coupon book offering further discounts. This shopping area is walking distance from many of the hotels and also the boardwalk, and it sits 1 block behind Caesars and Bally's. As I mentioned, Atlantic City is the largest gaming destination on the East Coast and second to Las Vegas in the United States. So let's take a look at the casino properties that we offer, and we're going to start with the boardwalk locations. So first, Caesars Atlantic City. It is, of course, a Caesars Entertainment property, and it's located next to Bally's. It is an 1,100 guest room property. It is AAA 4 Diamond. Great dining options, in addition to those that we have already mentioned, include Morton's The Steakhouse, Kiwi Noodle House, Super Furco, Italian, and we also have a seasonal outdoor cocktail bar here. For entertainment, there's a permanent show, Hook, and then we have the Circus Maximus Theater, which has hosted greats in the past like Jerry Seinfeld and Tony Bennett. And to give you an idea of the shows coming up, we've got David Foster and Catherine McPhee coming up here in June. The property also offers Qua Bath and Spa. In addition to the main casino floor, Caesars also has the Wild West area, which includes the Book, which is sports betting. And it also has a really fun area set up with beer pong, live music, and they say the cheapest happy hour in Atlantic City. Moving on to Bally's, which is right at the center of the action and the heart of Atlantic City at the corner of Park Place and Boardwalk. And if that's sounding familiar, again, these are the coveted spaces on the board game Monopoly. This property offers numerous restaurants, including Guy Fieri's Chop House and Harry's Oyster Bar, and of course, the latest in gaming. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino is a beautiful property, and the lobby is amazing, and it's full of fantastic music memorabilia. I'm a huge Springsteen fan myself, so when I first went into the property and he was featured, it was just really interesting to go through everything that he had at that property. Of course, there's multiple restaurants here, shops, and gaming, and it's located directly across from Steel Pier, so it's really a fantastic location. Continuing on the boardwalk, we've got Ocean Casino Resort. It's the former Revel location, another large property. It's the tallest building in Atlantic City and offers amazing ocean views. It's located to one end of the boardwalk, so it's a little bit quieter in this area. It's a beautiful property with many shops and restaurants, including Wahlburgers at this casino. Resorts Casino Hotel, which is where the prize is for, is located next to Hard Rock, and they tell me it has the hottest casino floor. This property is all about fun. Resorts is home to Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville and the Land Shark Bar and Grill, which is the only year-round beach bar in Atlantic City. The property offers additional dining options, multiple retail shops, and new casino gaming. This property is actually the original casino on the boardwalk, and it was the first one opened outside of Nevada in May of 1978. So great history at resorts. And sorry, I've skipped my slide here. Let me go back one. Okay, and last but not least is the Tropicana location, also a Caesars Entertainment property, and it is Cuban inspired and offers an indoor shopping atrium. In addition, the casino has been voted the luckiest casino. So the last one was the hottest. This one's the luckiest. Everybody's got to try their luck, I guess. The property has 24 restaurants, including one of my all-time favorites for breakfast or brunch, which is Hash House A Go-Go. We have 25 retail shops, 18 nightlife options, and an IMAX theater here. Now, moving on to our casino properties in the marina area. First, Borgata. Borgata is the largest property in New Jersey with 2,700 rooms, and it is an upscale AAA four-diamond property, and it is part of the MGM family. Great dining options, including the celebrity outlets already mentioned of Bobby Flay and Michael Simon. But for those who are know some of the older celebrity chefs, Wolfgang Puck also has a restaurant here. The property includes 6 pools, spa, and theater in addition to the casino. Harrah's Resort and Casino is another Caesars Entertainment property, and it has seen recent room renovations. The location offers casino play as well as a tropical pool complex. And that indoor complex actually, on certain nights of the week, becomes a nightlife location with live DJ. So it's really a fun environment. We've got a spa and multiple dining locations. In addition to the celebrity chef restaurants already mentioned, we have La Strada, which is Italian, Coastal Craft Kitchen, AC Burger, and a really interesting restaurant that I haven't tried yet, but it's McCormick and Schmick's. And they update their menus twice a day. They offer lunch and dinner, and they update to ensure that they're offering the freshest ingredients available. So I think that will be one for me to try next. The final casino property in the marina area is Golden Nugget with luxury guest rooms. And I recently stayed here. The property has a fresh, modern look, and aside from gaming, offers nightly entertainment, retail shops, and multiple restaurants, including Vic and Anthony's, which is a top 10 steakhouse in the United States, and a seafood restaurant, which is Chart House, and it offers amazing water views. Other amenities here include a spa, salon, and rooftop pool. And of course, we offer non-gaming properties as well. So I just want to review a couple of those on the boardwalk, Showboat Atlantic City. So it was previously a gaming hotel and it reopened in 2016 as non-gaming. And as I said earlier, here's where we've got the water park and we've got that amazing indoor arcade and go-karts. So the way that they came up with the space for the arcade and the go-karts, and they have the coolest vending machines as well, is they took what was the casino floor and transitioned it all. So it's a really fun place to be. Also on Boardwalk is the Claridge Hotel, which is a Radisson property. It's located beside Bally's, and it's got lots of history here. It's known as the skyscraper by the sea, and it was actually built in 1929. The historic property has quite the guest list. Marilyn Monroe, Frank Sinatra, Princess Grace of Monaco, Al Capone. So this was the place to be. Um, years ago for sure. Multiple restaurants here, including the View Rooftop Bar. So it's Atlantic City's only rooftop restaurant. So a must dine when you're in Atlantic City. Located behind Brighton Park, the hotel's just a short walk to entertainment, shopping, and dining. I wanted to mention the Courtyard Marriott. It's located just one block from the beach, and it's walking distance to the Outlet Mall as well as Boardwalk Hall. And this location offers all that you've come to know and expect from this Marriott brand, and it's really highly ranked on TripAdvisor. The last property to feature is the Sheraton Atlantic City. And interesting at this property is they actually have the largest private collection of Miss America memorabilia. So you can just take a walk through the lobby and it's really, really unique and fun to take a look at. Of course, restaurant here, and we've got live music on the weekends, and it is adjacent to the outlet shopping and easy access to all in Atlantic City, including the boardwalk. And I think, Devin, that takes us to the end of the official presentation. I'm not sure. Do you have any questions that have come up from the advisors?
Hi, thank you, Judy. That was an exciting presentation. You paint quite a picture of why Canadians should go down there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a fun place and so close by, it's you can pre-plan it or decide at the last minute to go.
Hmm. Okay, we have some questions on taxi time. Do you want to maybe go through the airports? And this specific question is, how long is the taxi from the airport?
So if you fly into Philadelphia closest, it is basically a 60-minute taxi ride. I've actually driven it myself and I've also Ubered. And of course, as we know with Uber, you get quite a range of price depending on the time, but it is 60 minutes. Also, if you're arriving in Philadelphia and make your way to the train station, you can take the train into Atlantic City. We have all those railroads that we know from the Monopoly board, right? So
Mhm.
you can get there by train. And then if you're flying into Newark, again, you can taxi, take an Uber, limo type, and it is 2 to 2.5 hours from Newark to Atlantic City. So Atlantic City is in the southern part of the state.
Okay, got it. And if Canadians are going there during the summer, like what kind of weather are they looking at? Are they looking at scorching or are they looking at breeze off the ocean?
Well, it's going to be similar to here, a little bit warmer, right? Because they're south, a little bit warmer than what we experience. Definitely some humidity, so we hope for the ocean breezes coming in. I mean, um, yeah, it's more like, yeah, just a little bit warmer than here, I would say, on average.
Yeah. We don't have
And
the
we look
ocean here.
we look forward to the summer months, don't we?
I know we do. Yes, we
We've
do.
been so up and down lately, and interestingly, Atlantic City's been experiencing a little bit of up and down weather as well. But they are those few degrees warmer than us year round, of course, and that includes the summer.
Okay, agents, just reminding you if you have any questions to put them in the Q&A box. Since the strength of the US dollar is such a concern these days, do you have any kind of cost saving tips?
Yeah, I think that the fact that we have tax-free shopping on clothing and shoes makes Atlantic City good for that. And as I mentioned, the Outlet Mall offers a discount for international travelers, which is includes Canadians, which is great. On our website, which is on the current slide, visit atlanticcity.com, you can actually go on and view a number of free and under $10 attractions. So there is some good value in Atlantic City. I mean, we talked about Boardwalk Hall, and I mean, where else are you going to see a huge pipe organ like that? And again, the experience there is free. And I think that Atlantic City offers, it's a casino gaming environment with celebrity chefs and spas and all of that, just like like Las Vegas has. But we're on the beach, which is something Las Vegas doesn't have, and our price point is less. Than what you're going to experience in Vegas. So I think we've got value from different aspects, and you can reach us by car. You don't have to fly. So if budget is a concern, that's another way of saving. And we
Mm-hmm.
have a range of properties too. So, you can stay at the courtyard if Caesar's Palace or Caesar's Atlantic City is on the high side when you're going to be there. There's less expensive options that you can choose, and everything is close by in Atlantic City. So a short walk takes you to all the activities and attractions.
Okay, this kind of rolls into a question we have from Carol.
Mhm.
Do you feel that someone needs to rent a car when they're there to get around, or they can just Uber and walk?
I guess I would say that it does depend on what you want to do. If you want to take advantage of the wineries in the area, and something I didn't touch on, we've got a historic area called Smithville. If you want to do those and golf, you're going to need a car because they are, on the outer limits of the city. But if it's really about enjoying the boardwalk and the shopping and the different activities and attractions that are within the casino properties, because they all have so much going on, I think you could do it without a car because you could just Uber or taxi over to the marina area and spend an afternoon there and have a dinner there. And I mean, I think it's like a 10 or $15 taxi ride, so it's not expensive. And the same, if you wanted to go to the historic Gardeners Basin area and take a boat cruise or something like that, it's pretty tight area, so taxis aren't going to cost you much. But again, if you want to do the wineries, the craft breweries, the golf, you would definitely want to have a car.
Okay, thank you. That's very clear. And just a reminder to agents, we did have an amazing prize today, and we're going to draw that prize offline and then send an email. So look out for that. Okay, Judy, why don't you do one last pitch on why Atlantic City is so amazing and why travel agents should be sending their clients there as soon as possible?
Well, I think what's interesting about Atlantic City is a lot of people will say, "Oh, I was there years ago," right? People remember it as a casino destination before we could gamble here in Ontario or in parts of Canada, right? People would do a 24-hour junket to Atlantic City just to be able to get that gambling rush, I guess. But Atlantic City is so much more than that now. It's great if you're a gambler, sure, that's true, but it's great for couples, multi-generational travel. I mean, we have everything going, right? We've got amusements and great food and history happening and the whole Monopoly thing. I mean, you could do a trip just based on Monopoly. So I think there's so many, unique things in Atlantic City and so much beyond the gaming aspect that we have now. And I will say that the hoteliers are putting big investment into Atlantic City, lots of renovations. The room products look great. So I think it's different than what you and your clients might remember from the past. So it's time to go visit Atlantic City again.
Mhm. Okay, thank you, Judy. That was a great presentation. I'm sure you've inspired some agents here today. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate you hosting us today, and I really appreciate the time that the advisors have given me to learn a little bit more about Atlantic City.
Yes, thank you so much to all the agents that joined us today. We will see you again on another Travel Week webinar and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.